straight males of Reddit, what's the gayest thing you've ever done? Went on a cruise with my best bro I hadn't seen in a year after I moved a few states away. The boat docks in Cozumel, and we both walk off the boat shirtless. No plan, but I eventually suggest renting mopeds. We get to the rental place, and he asks, can I just ride on the back of yours? Me, okay. That's how we spent our afternoon, two shirtless guys cruising around on a moped and he's got his arms around my waist. What's great is that someone from the cruise had taken our picture on the moped, and when he got married, his brother's best man speech was actually a PowerPoint presentation that incorporated that picture. His brother said something like, some of you may not know this, but X hasn't always dated women. I was at the beach talking to a guy I had just met. A few minutes later his shirtless friend comes riding up on one of those two people bikes, can't remember what it's called lol, and this guy, shirtless, hops on and rides away into the sunset, holding his friend's waist. It was an odd experience, but I got a good laugh. Was your scooter friend David Bowie? Me and the boys once took turns taking a 10-minute ice bath at a hotel, then measuring who had the smallest peen by the end of their ice bath. The smallest person won. So who won? As a gay man I can unequivocally say that this is in fact the straightest guy thing I've ever heard. Naked 4 AM drunk bench press session in the back garden of a mate's house, with two other mates. We were drunk, there was a bench. Inevitably, benching happens. I can't remember who thought first this would be funnier if I was naked. Probably me. Please tell me you spotted each other too. I worked security at a gay bar, and while selling jello shots at the door during a holiday party, I let a big bear man kiss me on the cheek because he asked nicely, after I gave him a free jello shot for buying like 10 of them. Fair play to the guy, he saw a guy he thought was cute, decided he'd try his luck and went for it. You gotta take chances in life, after all, you kiss 100% of the shot sellers you don't take. I was in the army. In combat arms. I think it's safe to say that the military is full of the gayest straight people you'll ever meet. I had two fellow soldiers jump into the same shower stall, naked as the day they were born, and wash each other's backs just to fuck with our commander when he walked in. In the military you'll find the gayest straight people and the straightest gay people. I once heard the infantry described as the gayest bunch of homophobes you'll ever see. It was pretty accurate. I kissed a dude because I thought I was gay. Were you? Open desert field, 2 AM, 28 degrees Fahrenheit, wrapped under a warm layer, 3 guys nuts to butts, wrapped arms all over. Do you have a fucking boner right now, bro? Yeah, my bad. Just don't fucking move, please. Edit, temps went from high 70s when we started and fluctuated to high 20s and low 30s throughout the nights. At the non-stop exertion throughout the days and portions of nights, we were very salty sex cuddling for heat. And I cannot stress how the level of intimacy I have experienced throughout my time was only topped by my wife. This never leaves the cave. Rules of alignment when sleeping with your brothers: pole to pole or hole to hole, never pole to hole. I once watched 300. Seriously though, I once held hands with a gay male friend at a party because he was ridiculously handsome and he wanted to discourage a stalker girl who wouldn't take no for an answer. That's homosexual, not homosexual. True bro moment. Joined the Marine Corps. If I drew up a line chart of my life with X equals age and Y equals number of IRL dicks seen, there is an exponential spike well into the hundreds on my first day of boot camp. What if I told you that eyeballs can be manually controlled to look elsewhere? I Frenched a guy in a very drunken game of truth or dare. I have to say the big difference was the feel of stubble, and the more aggressive tongue action. Like women, men have different kissing styles as well. Username checks out. When I was a teenager, me and my 5 friends were alone in the dorms while everyone else went on break. My 4 friends decided that it would be fun to have a masturbation contest to see who can come the fastest. I said hell no, and became the officiator. They all went to separate corners of the room and readied the porn in their phones. When I shout go, they start jerking off simultaneously and the losers have to pay the winner's dinner. Interesting conundrum. Is it gayer to jerk off with 4 dudes or to watch 4 dudes jerk off? I wish I was there, I would have won that contest hands down. Kiss to dude edit, actually 2 dudes. Edit, 3 kisses and a blowjob. Edit, 3 kisses, a blowjob, and a chilly rainbow. Made out with a close friend when he came out to me as gay. He wasn't really sure how I would respond when he told me he thought I was attractive. I didn't know how I was gonna respond either. He decided to just go for it and kiss me. Honestly, best make-out session I had. Every girl I made out lacked the passion he did. Never made out with him again. Do it again. Report back. Why you never made out with him again? Were you embarrassed? I stayed in a London hostel. Late at night I sat on a couch just working on my laptop. Couple hours later a guy sits down next to me. We get into talking and he tells me that he can't sleep BC some guys in his room were talking about sex and he got too horny and couldn't relax. I really didn't give a shit and just kept working. He was overall a pretty nice guy, but all of a sudden he takes out his phone and asks me if I mind. Having no idea what he's going for, I say I don't. He opens fob and starts jacking off to gay porn. The situation was so surreal that I didn't know what to do, so I just sat there and waited it out. In between he told me that it really turned him on that I was there even if I didn't do anything. After he finished we kept talking like nothing happened. Really cool dude other than that. Changed jobs BC. He was so amazed by the shit he did for a living that I wanted to try myself. TLDR, stranger jacked off next to me and I waited it out so I could pick up our conversation again. What did he do for a living? Haha, this is so hilarious. Random guy sits next to you and jerks off and then gives you personal inspiration to change careers lol. I like it haha. Well, I've kissed a couple of dudes. I do this thing at parties, where I'll go out to the smokers and yell I'll kiss anyone who gives me a cigarette. Works almost every time. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.